Welcome to the Gamers HQ podcast.
Give me that.
It is probably best that we call the GHQ podcast.
GHQ.
Yeah.
What up,
Isn't that
HQDs? Welcome to the GHQ podcast.
Yeah.
Isn't GHQ already a...
No, GQ is a thing.
GQ's a thing.
Yeah.
It's right here. One thing, two thing, three thing. Fucking Dr. Seuss, baby.
Too.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much for coming to me little podcast, Gamers HQ.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
I've never done this before.
This is my first time. So
Be
what do I
gentle.
just sit there? Yeah, you just sit there, Josh. You just sit there and look pretty. Some background, if you have no idea where we're at, we're in Topeka, and this is a little game shop that I run, and that's the phone ringing. We're not open. Google it. Whoever's calling right
Not
now.
open for another hour?
Yeah, we open at 11, and it's so early. Anyways, hey, let's introduce ourselves properly. I'll
probably
just
a
put
good
this in
idea.
front of the video.
Right.
What's
you
your
can
name?
Just cut it out. My name's Derek Schwartz.
Derek.
I run a gameplay YouTube channel called Button Night. We haven't really put anything out in a few months due to, some things going on. Life, right?
Life does things to you.
Um,
What's your passions, dude? Like, if this is the most cliche question, but what would you do for a job, even if you didn't get paid? You do it happily.
well, I mean, I worked for Funhouse for free, so I guess that would be
There you go.
what I would do for free. I don't know how much you want me to talk about that or mention it.
A little bit, because I want to do our own thing down the road with that, like spotlight.
Oh yeah.
So-
Who's Funhouse?
Who's Funhouse?
Funhouse is a division and subchannel of Rooster Teeth, who you probably know.
Who's
if you
Rooster
play video
Teeth?
Games. They make anime movies, gameplay videos, comedy podcasts, things like that.
Red vs. Blue was like
Yeah.
their big breakout,
Right, Red
like
vs.
90
Blue in
years
like
ago.
2004.
90 years
I
ago?
mean,
give or take.
Yeah.
In the gaming world, about 90 years ago.
I think their 16th year anniversary is in April. I can cut
Holy
out
cow.
however much of this you want, but
Yeah, no, yeah.
But yeah, that's
Okay.
it's funny because not to just like I'll talk about this more later, I guess, if you
Yeah.
want. But the Switch, honestly, I don't think I would have gotten the opportunity to work for Rooster Teeth if it wasn't for the Switch.
Oh,
What?
them's big words.
How did that happen?
Do tell.
Do you want me to go into that now or later?
Right now, Derek.
Right now?
This is
Okay.
it. It's set up.
So when I was in college, I was super hype on the Switch.
Mhm.
That Breath of the Wild trailer,
That
Links
get you?
to trailer, it got me.
I got him.
I mean, when they announced the details of the Switch, I was all in at the beginning. I was like, Nintendo's back, baby. We're back.
Oh yeah.
We're on top
Nintendo's
again.
back, baby.
Where's my shirt? Where's my Nintendo
Where's
shirt?
my Nintendo shirt? Get it back out of the trash can.
Damn, the Wii U wasn't that bad.
No, I skipped the Wii U. I'll be honest. I've always loved Nintendo, but I skipped the Wii U. Anyway,
Everyone skipped it. Don't feel bad.
right. The Switch came out, and I was super hype on it. And I came back from studying abroad, and I was like, I really love this game, this gameplay video stuff. I want to actually try to make these videos. And around the same time, there was an indie game on the Switch
Yep.
having a contest. Whoever made the funniest video got $500. And I was like, hey, college buddies, sit in front of the camera. I'm just going to hit record, and we're going to play this game. And then
See
I
what
just
happens.
edited it to be funny. We won the contest.
Ain't that
And then
the
I was
truth?
like, oh, hey, maybe I'm okay at this. So I kept
Yeah.
doing it, which
Awesome.
eventually turned into making a bunch more videos and getting an internship at Rooster Teeth.
That's legit. And yes, Derek is a legit editor and creator guy. So check out his stuff.
Creator man.
Yeah, he's the creator man. Josh, what's your name? Pretty sure that's how that works. Joshua Hoover, what's
I
your
don't know who
name?
the
Tell us
fuck
all
that
about
guy
you.
is.
It is Josh Hoover. I am, for the last 5 months, was a solo musician playing around Topeka in the same place where this store is located.
Yeah.
And that was going pretty well, but I'm stupid and had debt, so I got another job. I also content create and do some. I have videos. If you search Josh Hoover online,
He's got like
I'm on
3
Facebook.
videos. They're really good though.
no, I mean
How many videos you got? You just bullshitting, Josh?
three ones since I started being really serious about
Okay.
it. So
Very
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Very good.
And
2 talented musicians
Yeah.
in the room.
Oh, yeah, I
There's
do
3
music,
humans,
too.
so do
Yeah.
the math.
so that's I'm just Should I say I used to work here? Does that matter?
Yeah, dude. Everyone. Josh was my manager, and just like, dude, you were like almost ground zero.
Yeah.
Pretty
it was
close.
2 years after. It was 2 years after you opened.
Yeah.
And I was here for a long time.
You were here for too long.
Yeah, I was.
That's not true. He was here just the right amount of time.
And
Clearly, things worked out because here he is
Yeah.
doing a podcast.
I'm back, baby. When I was laying down in bed, I was literally like thinking about Backstreet's back again. I was like,
Is that your hype? Is that your hype
I was
song?
like,
The squad's back together now.
yeah. I was like, oh my god.
Everybody.
So, yeah,
Can't wait till tomorrow morning's podcast.
I used to I did a lot of the media stuff here, and then
Yep.
Caleb got real smart real fast, and it was nice. I came in and I just sat down and watched a lot of stuff get set up, and now I don't have to do. Now I'm just talking.
You did this last time.
Yeah.
Yo, man. So this took me 45 minutes to set up, but it would have taken 0 minutes because I didn't know how to do it until recently.
Yeah.
So he helped me do all this. Dude, thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude.
It was a lot of like, Josh made me to set up in 20 minutes. I'm like, Caleb, I don't think it's
Yeah.
feasible.
It's like,
And he's like, do it. I'm like,
I was and am an asshole boss.
and now I'm just.
I'm sorry,
Now I'm here.
everyone.
And I'm just like, I got here at 9 and it's 10:30 and we're recording.
Yep, is it? Did we? 10:15, man. We're ahead of it. We're ahead of it. We eased into it. You good?
Follow me.
Follow
Please.
him. Follow him to the ends
If
of
you
the
like
world.
music or funny, I don't know. There's a lot. I should be doing a lot.
You're multifaceted.
I was really depressed last night.
Yeah.
I had an episode.
Yeah. What episode
But-
was it, like 9 or 10 or season 2 or?
I actually thought, like, did you ever watch Boy Meets World?
No.
Did you ever watch Boy Meets World?
Fuck yeah.
I was like, it's an episode, but not like a funny episode where they like go to the ski lodge or
It's
whatever.
like Mr. Feeney's got to teach us some lessons.
No, it was the episode where Corey and Sean got drunk. I didn't drink, but it's like that was the one that was removed from Disney. Like they wouldn't even and ABC.
They're
Family.
minors, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
That's
then
awesome.
And then the dad looks at Sean and he's like, he was under the influence of a shitty friend. And Sean's like, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. It was heavy. I watched the whole series like 6 times and then finally downloaded it. And I didn't know that episode even existed. And
Okay.
I watched it and I was like,
I'm recalling the show.
yeah.
They redid it. It's back.
They did Girl Meets
Girl
World.
Meets World. There we
which
go.
was,
Probably not as good as Boy Meets World.
no, I mean, the problem was they tried to recapture some magic that
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, yeah.
Lightning in a bottle. Kind of
Sitcoms aren't the same, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
doesn't
mean,
work anymore.
in line with quality. No, it's not quality on Disney shows now. It was probably the same quality. So,
Okay.
but like a lot of them aren't good.
I'm Caleb.
Yeah, what do you do, Caleb?
I peddle video game wares.
Pedal.
You guys want some video games?
Yeah, you guys want some video? I got some games. That's all I've done for 8 years now, and before that, I threw boxes in a warehouse that we won't speak of. But that's pretty much it. I got 2 kids, and
He runs probably the closest thing to a high-end Japanese game store that you're gonna find in America.
I'll
So-
take it, baby.
Yeah. That's.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
I only say that
there,
because a
dude.
lot of my ideas are still used.
Yeah, he has some good ideas. I stole all of them. I'm an idea thief. Watch
I gave them freely until I learned that I shouldn't do that and take them for my own.
You're welcome. I've taught you a valuable lesson. Anyways, let's do it. We're going to talk about the Switch, and we're basically going to do an overview, like the last 3 years of kind of how it's been going and where we think it's going to go over the next exactly 3 years. So,
Well, it's a perfect evolution of gaming.
oh, he's swinging hard out the gate. Let's hear it.
It's exactly what everyone wanted, and
Yeah.
everyone who doesn't think that is wrong.
That's how. Now, disclaimer: you've gotten this far. It's not going to get any better or worse. We're going to consistently be talking just like
I'm
this.
just like,
so,
it's like, man, I can take the Switch, I'm playing games, and then I'm like, I need to poop. I don't gotta stop gaming.
yep, you just keep going.
What kind of futuristic is this? It's
This is-
amazing.
this is phenomenal.
It's like whoop, and then I go to the bathroom, and then I put my phone, and I sit on the toilet with the Switch, and
Yep.
then another hour passes, and I'm like, I should probably clean myself
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna need step by
It's been a
step
great night.
walk through that process.
Then I go back, put it back on the TV, and there's no
There's no
no
break.
lag time.
So do you play Docked a lot?
Sorry.
Or
That is
I'm
what it's-
sorry,
that is what it's-
handheld a lot.
No, that is what
Yeah.
it's called.
It is called dock.
I'm pretty 50-50, but it's normally
Wow. Okay.
it's normally in chunks. If I'm playing handheld, then I'll play handheld for a lot.
Like a
and
few
then-
weeks or like a game at a
Okay.
time kind of thing, or
It really just depends on the scenario.
Sure.
Which is with the freedom of form that the Switch provides.
So awesome. Derek, how do you rock? Are you?
I am probably 80 or 90% docked.
Really?
I almost
Okay.
never play it handheld, and I almost never play it tabletop undocked. I've played it
Man.
tabletop when traveling, but even when it's not in the dock, I almost will never hold it in my hand. I always prop it up on a
You're
table.
a tabletop kind of guy. Okay.
I bought the like $15 Switch stand that gives you the
Yeah.
different angles
the
you
right
can
angles
put
that
it
you
at.
need. Yeah.
I bought that because I only ever wanted it on a table, but this kickstand, I mean, to be honest, is kind of flimsy.
Oh, it's
especially
terrible.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's nice that it's there because
Yeah.
it's better than nothing. But
Yeah, it's we'll get into the hardware stuff here down the road, but yeah, kickstand.
so yeah, I'm
Yeah.
almost never handheld.
Holy moly. Okay. I am a hand-holding buffoon. That's just because I got a few kids and I'm always running around.
This is a really perfect sample
And,
size.
is it good?
Yeah, I mean it's like docked
Yeah, yeah.
50-50 almost. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the dock thing I take advantage of. Usually if there's multiple players, obviously, but if I'm flying solo, I'm probably just doing handheld. I mean,
Yeah.
simple as that.
No, I mean, I have a case. I mean, everyone has a case for it. Not everyone.
I didn't bring my Switch.
and so I mean, I played it in handheld enough that I've broken. I'll say worn out because
Right.
they probably wear out easily, but I've worn out 2 separate Joy-Cons. Also, the thumbsticks are just bad.
2 separate sets of Joy-Cons.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, it's just been 1 per set. So 2
Okay. Yeah.
different ones.
Yep.
And so I played it enough in handheld that happened. And when I play Smash, I have specific. The only game is like Smash Bros. I won't play that in handheld mode. That's not
Right.
true.
I don't know
I've
how
d-
you would do that.
I've done that actually a lot in bed. Just on the
It's a little rough. Smash Portable's a little.
yeah. I would do
tough.
it in like the World of Spirits, World of Light,
Oh,
or whatever.
Right. The little
Yeah.
board game adventure thing.
Just for funsies.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Switch, segue. The other thing is you can plug in any controller into the Switch dock, and it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, it's fine.
It's a chameleon, man.
Any
It's
controller?
great.
Yeah, you
Not
mean-
any, but a lot of them. Like seriously, a lot of controllers.
I,
lot
Use
of
the
options.
Xbox controller? Mm-hmm. The Xbox One controller. You can just plug into the dock and use it.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Xbox One, PS4. There's a video on YouTube of someone like going back, using various adapters, using every Nintendo controller on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you need an adapter for the Xbox controller?
No,
or is it
anything
just
that's
the micro
like-
USB?
yeah,
port?
I've never used it, but it sounds like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have.
It
Bro.
reads it
Yeah.
as there isn't button mapping, so that's kind of annoying.
Are
But
the
you
buttons
can-
just like pre-mapped?
Ye-
But like
yeah.
the sticks work
Well,
the
like,
same?
The A there because it all has the A, B, X, and Y, but the sticks work the same. So the A is on the bottom and the B is over there, and the X and Y are like swapped. But if the game has button mapping, then you're good to go.
Okay.
Whack.
I don't think a lot of people know. I don't think a lot of people know that.
I didn't know
I've
that.
heard people
but-
say that, but I assumed that they were using an adapter
No.
of some sort. So, all right, let me hold it. Whose is that?
What?
Is that yours?
That's
Yeah.
mine,
Can I
yeah.
hold it?
I mean,
Yeah,
do you
go
want
ahead.
that framing is nice. Do you want to hold mine?
That frame is beautiful. Can I hold yours?
Yeah.
I was probably
Say it
going to move
again.
it at some point, but...
Can I hold yours?
Can I hold yours?
That's the one.
30%.
Why has it got weird colors on it? All right, I'll touch it.
Man, I would love if I just dropped it and broke it.
Just right.
Well,
I have dropped my Switch probably 3, 4, 5 times standing.
Yeah, that's why mine stays on the dock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I should probably be a dock player, but yeah, almost every time the,
I've never
the
dropped
Joy-Cons
mine.
pop out. Wow.
I'm dying.
hey, cough right here, please.
So I'm just gonna. This is gonna be silly, but I'm just gonna say my favorite thing about the Switch is its library. I was gonna no portability. No, that's my second favorite thing. The library is easily the best selling point. And when I first got the Switch, which was like day one, I was not sold, not even a little bit.
No, you weren't
it's-
sold day one?
No, it was like day 350, like almost a year into
Really?
it, just because of the library. I'm not a huge Zelda player.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I haven't even played Breath of the Wild that much. I'm more into RPGs and just big open world games. The Switch didn't
Did you
really
play Breath of the Wild?
I know. I should. I know.
That's
Exactly.
literally what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the corner. It's tight in here, and I'm digging deep.
We're gonna fight you, dude.
And dude, people have gotten pissed at me for not playing Breath of the Wild, and rightfully so.
I've played like 0 Zelda games. But
yeah.
I played Breath of the Wild to the end 3 times.
Yeah,
Right,
and that's what I've been told. It's the
Yeah.
best. So, So now, 3 years later, there's no question the library is almost offensively good. It's like, are you kidding me? How am I going to play all these games? And I'm not just talking about Nintendo's obvious first-party stuff. There are countless third-party companies, so many freaking indies on here. That's a 10-hour episode on its own.
Honestly, the
Yeah.
indies are fantastic. The amount, the indie games that they've gotten to work on this, like, I don't know what your favorite games are, but
Dead Cells is my
that
it
one's
was my
awesome.
game of the year. I know it's on all platforms, but I played on the Switch and it felt perfect on the Switch, especially in handheld on the go. So
That's how I feel about almost every game. Is it's just like, yeah, it was made for this.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's just it's. I got Resident Evil 4
Yep.
again. I think it's the 5th time I've bought it. And
Yeah.
I beat it twice.
I think most things, outside of the limited viewing size, I think most games are probably best played portable on the Switch.
Yeah.
It's-
Doom.
Doom.
The new
you
Doom?
wouldn't think, man. Games like Doom, Witcher 3, which is my
See.
favorite game of all time.
now, have you guys played either of those games on the Switch?
Yes,
Yeah.
Doom is almost like black magic when you're playing. You're like, this shouldn't be
You're
working.
like, how is this possible
Yeah,
that it even
The-
works on this thing?
Yeah.
The frame rate's pretty great.
it's consistently
Yeah.
30 for the most
Yeah.
part.
It dipped like, I got to like halfway through their game and it dipped like
Yep.
twice on me
Yep.
to where I noticed it. The resolution's kind of trash.
I mean, yeah,
but
it's like what,
also-
720 on the little screen.
You can see,
Probably
like-
not even that on
Yeah,
handheld.
you can definitely
It
see, like-
dips
Maybe not
up
on Doom.
720.
You can see pixelations like in the reticle.
Okay.
But if you step back and remember you're playing it on a one,
Right.
you're playing it on a tablet.
Yeah.
2, it's on a Nintendo console.
Like, look
Yeah.
how thin that thing is.
The
how small it is.
trade-off.
3, I'm pooping. Like, I'm gonna keep bringing
That's
that
the
up.
thing is that why are these? You got a thing going.
Yeah,
What's this?
they wobble. The Joy-Cons can wobble a little bit.
Okay.
And I like the feeling of when they're like
Not
more like-
wobbling.
Yeah, right. It
more
has
tight
that
on
little,
it.
that little
So
bend to
if
it.
you probably should use electrical tape, but I used
you guys can see this, but
gaffer's tape and taped it right there,
Some tape on there to
so that
kind of tighten it up.
it just doesn't wobble at all. They feel
Ooh,
super
yeah.
solid. Yeah, it
So-
could definitely be causing some structural damage to both the Joy-Cons and the Switch.
Sure,
But I also-
that's fine.
I also just live life on the edge because I'm crazy.
'Cause you're a brave man. This is it. Like I wish I had an Xbox VCR to hold next to it. Because they do the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously you're taking some quality hit, but I'm playing Witcher 3 up in a mountain with no internet if I
Yeah.
want to. The Xbox, I've got to, be in a place with Xbox stuff, like a TV and
Right.
power supply and all that. Easy trade-off. I mean, some people, they'll really, really gripe it. Like when Witcher 3 came out, it was like 540p in handheld mode. Your brain gets used to that in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to pump it up or anything. I'm telling you, you get over it real quick. I like graphics. I like high resolution and high frame rate. I'm all about that life.
But you don't give a darn when you're
Dude,
in handheld.
It's gone
outside the house.
You're just like, I'm fucking playing Witcher 3 at Gage Park right now.
Yeah.
At 2 a.m. And I'm enjoying myself.
That park is closed.
Not for me.
Dude, it doesn't
Yeah.
stop the Pokemon Go.
That's a spot, dude. The Pokemon Go.
I
They're 24/7.
I don't care about graphics at all ever.
Yeah,
In-
yeah.
in
You
any
appreciate
capacity.
them.
Yeah,
You'll indulge in them, but
But they're
that's
not
a
going to stop
requirement.
me from playing a good game.
Right. So we're all
Yeah.
kind of we're
Yeah,
we're not graphic whores.
And I mean,
You
I
know.
think it's a bigger video game conversation versus graphic quality or
Sure.
aesthetics. I think someone brought up Haze. Remember the old
Yeah,
PS?
I played through Haze. It was not
um,
very good.
Yeah,
Oh,
Haze
yeah, I know what that is.
versus
The yellow mask with the
Yep.
shattered
Yeah.
glass. Yeah.
It was like Haze versus
Yep.
Team Fortress 2.
Yep.
Technically, Haze's graphics are better.
Yeah.
They're better graphics.
Yeah,
Team
it
Fortress
looks
2
fine.
looks way better.
Yeah.
It's because it's stylized.
Yep.
But the graphical fidelity, it uses less polygons, the pixels, whatever.
Sure.
But most people in general don't want better graphics. They want better aesthetics.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. And really, most importantly,
Okay.
I don't care
Just to
about
make sure.
the fidelity. I do care about how consistent, how well it performs. So frame rates, loading times,
Yeah.
which this kills on loading times. It's all solid state stuff. The Switch
Frame
has
rate's
no
another
problem.
big thing.
Yeah, frame
Yeah,
rate's
I was,
huge.
I was going to bring
especially
that
in handheld.
up when we're at the cons of the Switch.
You-
I have
Really?
had some frame dips
Yeah.
on like some indie games,
Oh.
which maybe it's just that they weren't optimized, probably. But I mean, it's
Yep.
Breath of the Wild. You get some frame dips every now and then, and they may have improved this.
You know,
But oh my God, Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Sword.
Yeah.
You get some bad frame
Serious
dips in
frame rate
that.
dips,
Yeah.
And I haven't really played that much, like 30 minutes of it.
I hear it's not good.
What's
one
that?
of the biggest titles, Link's Awakening, the remaster that came out last
Yeah,
year
how is
sometime.
that?
Yeah.
Horrific frame rate drops. And
That's wild because it's like not as complicated as
Dude.
Breath of the Wild, and like Breath of the Wild's frame dips aren't that bad.
this is like jarring. Now this is handheld mode again. I don't think I actually played it in docked mode, but handheld mode, whenever you transition in between each of the stages, or in between each of the
Rooms.
thank you, the rooms, there is an atrocious amount of frame rate dips. Like you'll go and then once it speeds up, it's smooth the rest of the time. But when you switch over again, puns. God, so many puns that I'm gonna edit all them out. I hate puns about the Switch.
I think I think that's probably all better in docked mode. But like even in docked, there's a game called.
I think it's worse in dock mode.
You think frame rate drops
No,
are worse?
I think specifically in some first-party games because
Oh,
of weird
okay.
things. I think in specifically Link's Awakening, it's actually worse in docked mode or something.
Sure.
Do
I
not
haven't played
quote
the game.
me.
Yeah,
I
don't quote any of
Josh.
us
Yeah.
about anything we ever say
I
to you
watched-
at any point in time.
I watched something that talked about how like
You can quote me.
Derek knows this shit. You can quote the fuck out of Derek.
hold on, how do we?
So cool. Got some cons. It should have cons because they pulled off what might be the most insane console idea ever.
I mean,
Console?
jumping from
Here we go.
you know this is what they wanted to do with the Wii U.
Yeah,
beforehand.
dude. The
And-
Wii U felt like a beta version of
Right,
this.
a beta which even what was it, 5 years
Yeah.
between the Wii U and the Switch because the Wii U was so trash.
Yeah, the Wii U was.
I mean, the fact
the
that they
games were
made
good.
this happen is
Yeah.
just awesome. Like just the engineering of it is fantastic.
it's ingenious, man.
Back to
And-
cons though.
There's a video game donkey video where he's like, the Wii U's a failed console. And you look at the games and he's like, bam, 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 and he's just
Yeah.
throwing them. And he goes,
Well, I actually
if
wanna
this is
talk
a
about
failed
that.
You
console,
want to talk about the Wii U? We can segue
So
into Wii U.
I was
yeah.
just going to mention that the top selling game on the Switch is a Wii U game.
yeah,
right.
Is Mario Kart, and then the fourth place game, Breath of the Wild, was originally intended for the Wii U. It's not that the Wii U had bad games; it's that
Yeah.
it was a horribly marketed.
Yeah, let's clear the air right now on that. The Wii U console, awesome. The library, terribly limited, phenomenal. Like,
Yeah. I wish they would have called it the
top
Super
notch.
Wii.
Super Wii.
I still
Super
to this
Wii U.
day.
They definitely could have done that.
Or just stuck with the
the Wii 2.
the Wii 2 would have
Oh.
been better. Wii 2, Super Wii. Or they could have even called it the Nintendo Cafe, like the what is it called? Like the dolphin for the
project name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dolphin was the GameCube, and the one for the Wii U was Project Cafe.
Okay.
And I was like, the Nintendo Cafe. That
Let's
sounds
keep it
so,
real.
like-
Calling it the Wii U is why it failed.
yeah,
Yes,
that's
let's
no
keep
one.
it-
I
Yeah.
didn't know what it was.
The Wii U did not help. Everyone thought, and I dare I say I've got a pretty good insight knowledge on why it failed. Consumer wise, everyone thought the Wii U was an add-on
Right.
for the Wii.
Yeah.
Right.
90% of customers for like the first 6 months are like, yeah, I need the screen add-on for my Wii. I'm like,
No.
oh, you're serious. You all think that this is like, yeah, the tablet thing you hook in because the Wii U console looks like an elongated Wii.
yeah.
It's like the specs are too similar looking. It was just really bad branding. I mean, the name wasn't good. The tablet thing, cool idea, pretty cool, but the marketing and name was awful.
I worked here when the Switch was out and we were selling Switches,
yep.
and people were still coming in asking what the difference between a Wii and a Wii U was.
Yep.
3-4 years later.
I didn't work here, but I worked at GameStop. So
Yeah.
for a while.
Same
years ago.
difference, yeah. Well, you know.
And to be completely fair,
not the
the
same difference.
first
Stop
time
here. Don't shop at GameStop.
the first time I learned about the Wii U,
Yep.
I thought it was an upgrade.
Yeah. Yep.
Because they tried to do, it was like you could use the same controllers. You can use the
Right.
Wii remotes.
Dude,
right.
You
Yeah.
know,
And you were,
in-
you were in tune with the gaming industry.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
and I was like, okay, so I thought it was a tablet that you got for your Wii,
Yep.
which didn't make any sense. But I was
Didn't.
like, okay,
That was like my biggest fear. The second they unveiled it, I was like, how am I going to fucking sell this thing?
Yeah.
How am I going to convince people over and over and over and over again that this is
Worth
so
the,
not a
what,
Wii?
$300?
And it kind of was because it's backwards compatible. That tablet was
yeah.
yeah, dude. You're buying a Wii if you buy a Wii U. It's all the hardware.
did it run GameCube games?
It
No.
didn't. That would have
Okay.
been dope.
Okay.
I'm not gonna knock them for it, but that would have been pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
But I mean that tablet. Yeah, if you guys hear stuff, they're doing construction next door. I got some new neighbors coming in.
They should not be able to hear that. I think if we use the mics,
we'll be
but
fine.
cut that.
Yeah, we'll cut that out. But like the tablet, while it was clearly restricted, that was the first time you could play a console on the go,
Yeah.
at least with some freedom to it, you know.
Right.
Besides the Nomad, the Sega Nomad, but that's a one-off shit,
And-
and it's Sega, so it doesn't count.
It was kind of dope because you could be like, oh, you want to watch TV? I'll just take the tablet and go sit in the chair and play it so you can watch TV.
Right, all the time. All the time.
Also, it makes me so upset. I'm sorry. I didn't realize how passionate I was about the Wii U.
let it out, Josh. Just
They-
let it out, baby. Tell them.
No.
We love you, but we're gonna fuck you up in this podcast.
No. They absolutely. It was amazing, but no one utilized it. It was perfect for asymmetric gameplay, which no one like
Yeah.
talks about.
Oh,
Yep.
that's true. That was kind of cool. It did
If
a
you
lot of
played
cool things.
Nintendo Land, the Mario Chase game, the Luigi Mansion game,
Yeah.
we would take the Wii U tablet and someone would go out in the hallway.
Yep.
And then play the Mario part. So you really didn't have. So you just got to hear your friends being like,
Right.
where? And then you'd hide, and you just hear all your friends being like, I don't know where he is. And then all of a sudden you see someone like run by, and you just kind of like have to sit there in suspense.
Yep.
And they had a whole different view than you did. Same with the Ghost one, you could be hidden, and then.
Forgot about that cool little aspect of it.
Yeah.
Very underutilized.
I think it was made entirely to be isometric gameplay where two people had someone had the TV, but it was used honestly 90% of the time for the map
Yeah.
because no one knew how to
map
make
and
for that.
inventory.
It's very similar
Which was
to
cool.
to people just throwing in first person games into VR and thinking
Yeah.
that they're going to work because it
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, Wii U. Basically, this is us saying Wii U, thank you for paving the
Yeah.
way for the Switch. Because let's not be silly. This is because of the Wii U. This was like the natural progression of Nintendo's next console.
Yeah.
They knew they couldn't. They really can't fight them on horsepower, and I'm glad that they don't even try to, because I don't
Nintendo's
give
never
a shit
been about that.
Dude, it hasn't. And yeah, I know you got like the PC crowd, and I've got an insane PC over there that could eat games for breakfast.
Oh yeah, you
I don't care. Yeah.
you bet your ass when Cyberpunk comes out, I'm buying a big old monitor and
Yep.
running my 2060 as hard as it'll go.
Yeah.
Buying it on the Switch.
Games like
day
that.
one.
If the game sucks, I'm gonna be pissed. Like these games don't suck, so
Yeah.
I don't care what they look like.
Yeah. So that's kind of one of the things.
That
It's
should
like,
be their tagline for the Switch. These games
These
don't
games don't
suck.
suck. These
games
so
don't
I don't
suck.
care
A
what
lot
they
of
look
fun.
like.
But yeah, where's that going with that?
You were trying.
Oh yeah,
closing up
basically,
the Wii U
I'm
portion of the
I'm giving
podcast.
them.
You were trying to
props.
get us back on track to the
Yeah,
Switch
I
instead of
am.
talking about
We're
the
gonna pull back
Welcome to
over.
the Wii U podcast.
Yeah, this is gonna be like a Nintendo episode, just in general,
10
pretty
years
quick.
later.
Yes. Shit,
Has
so-
anyone tried the VR Labo?
I have not.
I have not tried
didn't.
Labo. I wanted to try the
yeah.
piano because that seemed kind of cool.
It was-
and as a musician, it interested me, but I didn't pick it up.
It was
Yeah,
a
you rocked
nightmare. I bought it like day one.
Yeah.
The whole it could have been good. It really could have.
Mhm.
But the whole Toy-Con and Labo thing was just
Cardboard.
yeah. It was a good try. It was a good idea. But like
it seemed cool for like kids.
yeah, it had to be as much. You had to have as much fun making the thing as you did playing with it.
Right.
And there were some like I brought in the fishing mini game.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was dope
the
as
way it worked,
man.
it
great.
was.
It was super cool, man. Yep.
For 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
don't get me
That's
wrong.
yeah.
It does not have staying power. The whole Labo ecosystem.
Yeah.
Those are really cool party tricks if you want to like show off something unique. That's what that whole thing's good for. You're not going to play 10 hours of anything Labo. Anything is Labo? Is that the name of the whole
Yeah,
ecosystem?
Nintendo Labo.
Labo.
Yep.
You're just not going to find
The cardboard
longevity.
the cardboard things are called toy cons.
Toy cons. Okay,
Yep.
toy cons. There we go.
Along with that, the whole 5 minutes of appeal thing, and then I'm done with it. They had a few games that were like that. They were really,
Yeah.
really cool, but they were really cool for about 5 minutes.
Were they Nintendo? Were they first party?
Yeah, I mean, okay, those for me. 1-2 Switch was a fantastic. Let's get drunk with my friends.
That was
Yeah.
a great night.
And we would divide up into teams. Like, honestly, when the Switch came, okay, I have like 120 hours in Breath of the Wild, but besides that, the Switch has, first and foremost, for me and my friends, been a party console. We play
Right.
mostly Jackbox Party Pack, Broforce.
Yeah, that is on there.
Broforce.
Broforce is dope. If you have not played
Oh.
Broforce,
Do
it's
I
on
have
the
that?
PC and it's on the
Oh.
Switch. It's only like $15.
Yeah,
It's
PS4.
a side-scrolling, like
Yeah, it's on-
8-bit shooter where all the characters are based off of 80s action movie
I do
heroes.
have that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Oh God, I want to do a
But
Broforce review.
It's a
sometime.
party. It's a party console.
Yep.
Absolutely for me.
players.
You know,
what a
until
great
Breath of
game.
the Wild 2 comes out. Anyway,
Yeah.
1-2 Switch was fantastic for, you know, the first few weeks of drinking games, and then once we all figured out how the games work, we're like,
Yeah,
okay,
but
we're done
like-
with this.
It was
Yep.
really
Yep.
fantastic.
It was really
For
fantastic.
the like, I've never, I don't think I've experienced something that was so good that had so little staying power.
Right. And the thing is, like, when you watched initial,
I know a guy.
I know several.
when you watch the interviews with the creators back when the Switch and 1-2 Switch
Yeah.
came out,
Yep.
their intention was to make a video game where you don't have to look at the screen.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was really cool. Like the ping pong game where you play just by hearing
Yeah, the audible cues. Yeah.
and swinging your hand
cube,
was so
the
freaking
ice cube?
cool. The ice cube thing.
Oh, no, it was
or the
marbles
ball.
in a ball.
Yeah,
Is
is that
marbles
what
in
it
a
was?
box.
What's
yeah.
there's an ice cube on? Is that Mario
That was
Party?
the
You're like shaking
Yeah.
it.
Stop doing that.
I think well the whole ice cube thing was like
worse.
the weird like Nintendo Direct video they had
Yeah, yeah.
like
The
the year
HD
before.
Rumble.
Is that what it
yeah,
was?
that's what
Okay,
it
I
was.
was
He
like,
was
I'm
talking
sorry.
about that and like there were
Yeah.
so many memes making fun of it. Then it came out and they're like, oh shit, this is
Yeah.
dope.
I didn't think they should. Like, I was like, what a stupid thing. And then when you roll around a Joy-Con and you swear there are marbles inside,
Oh, my
it's
my brain's convinced.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's another, like,
I want it in every game now.
I think things like that are what's leading to, like, just the future of gaming in general.
Well, yeah,
Where, like-
PS5. They've confirmed that technology is essentially in the PS5 controller. The haptic feedback,
Is
spatial thing.
they're going to have a USB-C charger on those controllers, right?
I won't sell them here if they don't.
Right? Like,
I'm quite serious.
I've been charged.
This
Like,
is standard now. Everyone
the
that built
future.
electronics.
I was. That was great. I was playing.
We're
the
3 years
Switch.
into this.
I was playing the Switch, and I had my computer's USB-C, my
Yeah.
phone is USB-C, and so was the Switch.
Oh, yeah, we're USB-C
So I was just using
family,
the
baby.
same cable, like, back
Yep.
and forth. And then I would go to the PS4, and I was like,
What is this?
You gonna do
archaic
me like that,
cable?
Sony?
I don't even have micro USB cables anyway. I'm just like,
Yeah.
And then my friend has a micro USB charger on his phone, and I'm like, you were
Wow,
you're-
we can't be friends.
You're
We can't.
2000 and late.
We'll chill, but not in person. Not with that micro USB phone.
Oh god.
Did you guys play ARMS?
I played ARMS excessively.
I was gonna say for
Excessively.
me that was sort of another 5-minute
one of the best games. Oh,
games. I know there's like a big online community for
It's-
it. There's like a competitive scene,
Right.
And like it's fun.
Do you like fighting games in general?
No.
now
Oh,
Besides Smash Brothers, no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Smash Brothers, I'll play all day. It's my second most played game on the Switch. But
suck
and I just got done with the Smash event, and it was
I need a pee.
incredible. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say it.
Are you
Smash
not a
is a
Smash
fighting
fan?
game. Smash is no. I love
oh,
Smash.
Smash is 100% a fighting
Smash
game.
is 100% a fighting game.
That's
You guys
not
got
The
the
me.
only one I would ever be all right at.
Should I
Are
go
you,
under or around?
are
I
you
gotta
taking a
pee.
break?
I just gotta pee. I'll
Go
run.
under. Just pee.
Just crawl.
Pee on the floor.
Like a child.
You are so not agile. It is. Don't hit the camera. You're gonna mess
Yeah.
up our framing. I feel like you're gonna hit the camera. He hit the camera. All right, we're gonna keep going without you. We don't need you. We need him.
So who the fuck is that guy?
Dude. Okay, so I unlocked the door to let you in,
Right.
and you saw how fast
Yeah,
he
I
just
don't
came
know
in
who
here.
that was.
I don't, but he seems to know shit. He's got a Switch.
He did bring his Switch.
He did bring his Switch,
Which is weird.
That's really weird that he planned this all out. Okay, so ARMS.
Who's your main?
Oh, dude, I'm all over him. What's the mummy guy? I think his name's Mr. Mummy or some
Mr.
shit. Whatever.
Mummy,
Yeah,
yes.
I should know all the names.
Original name.
Only because I'm a bitch and I like to abuse his healing. He's got a healing, but he's the only one that can heal himself
Yep.
out of the whole crew. So,
Number one disappointment.
Yeah.
No Ribbon Girl or Spring Man in Smash Brothers.
that is surprising.
Number one disappointment.
Yeah, that's like super surprising that most of that roster that's Nintendo.
Yeah. ARMS
I
is
mean, that's
first party
all
game.
in-house first party. Yeah, so it's kind of a hi Josh. It's kind of a weird thing to not really see ARMS. You
Right.
know, like amiibos. They have a few amiibos, I think.
And the thing is, they
Do they have amiibos?
for ARMS?
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
I was thinking of Splatoon. I don't think there's any
I
ARMS
don't think
amiibos.
there are any ARMS. ARMS is getting shafted.
Whoa! It's like
And
the
you know,
next
I say for 5
F-Zero.
minutes, I'm just not a fighting game guy. ARMS was fantastic. It was
Yeah,
solid.
yeah.
The controls, like how well it responded, because
Super
you play the
intuitive.
whole game.
Yep.
I'm gonna mess up my setup
No,
here.
no, go ahead. Yeah.
You play the entire game holding the controllers like this,
Yep.
which I'm holding them
You can do this.
sideways, and you punch by punching like this. You move by tilting. You shield by putting your hands together, and then you can move around just by tilting. And it controlled
Feels
so
great.
well. It was
Feels
such a solid
great.
game.
Come on in, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
And like we're
Josh is
saying,
back.
no amiibo.
Yeah.
And Ribbon Girl or Spring Man, who are to me
Yeah.
the two like mascots.
That's the Ken and Ryu.
Spring Man's probably the mascot, but Ribbon
Kendra
Girl
and Ryu.
was Ribbon Girl was my.
She's dope.
She's dope 'cause she can
Ni-
jump. Like
Ninjago?
double jump. Ninjago.
Yeah, he's
No, wait.
awesome.
Is that,
I feel like
was
that's not
that
his name.
I don't think that's.
Isn't
his
that
name.
a cartoon?
That's a Lego thing.
Yeah. The ninja guy, the green guy.
He was like
that
a
kid-
snake. Oh no. Ninjara.
Yeah, Ninjara.
Wasn't that his name?
Yeah, he's got the chain arms.
Yeah.
And he like when he evades, he like disappears and comes back. Guys, that is a deceptively deep fighting game. Because I played it like one evening, and I was like, that was fun. And then someone in the shop was like, no. Go into that game's meta. Go deeper into that game.
Right.
It is
Because
so
there's like a
much more
whole
to
rock
it.
paper scissors of fighting
Yep.
styles, and then there's what arms do I attach
It's
to my fighter? What
150.
fighter do I pick?
Yeah. And the thing with arms is you've got two. You have left arm, right arm, and you can mix any arm together. There's 140. Don't quote me. 140, 150 arms that you get to unlock as you play through the campaign.
What?
Yeah, and so
Not combinations.
yeah, 150 separate arms. Now there's only a handful. There's probably 10 classes. But inside those classes, some of those arm variations are dramatically different. even in
And
the
some
same class.
characters have different versions of the same arms,
Yes.
like special versions, like someone's specific slapper arm will stun for a half second, do fire damage or something like that.
Yep. Yeah. So and that happens whenever you block. It's like a 2-second delay, but it activates your arms. Most people don't know this about the game because most people don't block in that game. If you block for a second, nothing happens. But if you block it, it goes zzz, and they turn on, and then the next attack is a completely different attack.
It's more powerful.
So yeah, most of my rinse repeat is attack, charge up, and you can jump and. Dude, I'm telling you guys,
It's deep.
y'all sleeping on arms. It
was too deep.
It's too deep. It's almost too deep. It's kind of overwhelming,
Yeah, there's-
especially in the fighting community.
There's almost a bigger conversation there for just Nintendo first party games having more tech in general than people give them credit for.
Oh, like a Smash.
Yeah,
That
like
game destroys other
I
fighting
was
games.
I was playing Super Mario Strikers with someone that
yes.
God, that's
and-
one of the
Yep,
best.
deceptively
and then
deep,
he gets into Nintendo games and he was like, you know, about the tech, and I'm like, are you kidding me? He's like, dude, every Nintendo game has tech. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And he was telling me all this. I'm like, I just thought it was kick the ball around soccer. I'm like, no.
They
And I'm like,
they
what?
package it so clean you don't even see it, man.
and you
It's
don't need
like-
and you can enjoy it without even ever knowing about
Right.
it.
right.
I feel like you can't enjoy like
I love you, Nintendo.
this is a bigger thing to say. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you can enjoy Mortal Kombat without knowing some like tech.
It's like going to the beach.
no,
Yeah.
no. Most fighting games are not fun to play
Unless you know the combos.
unless you know the combos, unless you the mechanics, the rules. I mean, if you go against someone that's even a few weeks into a fighting game and you're new, it's just not going to be fun, you
Yeah.
know. But
It's
Smash, a stranger can pick up Smash against a veteran, and you can do a little
least
bit of
punch
this
him in the
with that.
mouth a couple times.
Yeah, and still kind of get the point of it. Feel like you're doing.
And if you have
something.
items on, then
Yeah, items, man.
Right.
Are you items on or items off? Your items
it
off.
depends.
In a party situation,
Yeah,
depending how big the party is. If
Yeah.
there are too many people on screen, high items is a disaster.
Right.
If you're playing with newer players, you have to have items on. But if
Right.
you're wanting to throw down with me, we're doing no items.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, if it's like down to business, let's test your might.
Yes.
No items. Yeah. Gotcha.
What are you doing after this podcast?
Dude,
Nothing.
guys,
Going to
let's
sleep.
just start playing Smash for the last
bye.
half hour. of
I've
this.
been really so hard not getting on my Switch. Like it's right here.
Right
I'm just
now?
like, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant in life. I was like, why aren't you playing your Switch?
No,
Yeah,
no,
just
no,
look at
right.
it, I'm like,
Yeah,
nah,
no,
Literally
I'm like,
right
oh,
now, we're talking about it. I'm like, I just kind of just play it.
What are
Like
you playing?
I was
20%?
playing Stardew Valley.
Good lord, is this your library?
Yeah.
Dude, his library's huge.
Everything is I bought on sale. So.
Axiom Verge. I have not played yet. I'm dying to play Axiom Verge.
I don't want to talk about how much I don't like Metroid games.
That's fair. I
I
mean,
know.
Speaking of Metroid,
Celeste.
That game's
Bastion.
out.
I'm hoping for some Metroid Prime 4 announcements this year.
So we're gonna segue. Thank you.
Segue. I
The
figured this
future
was a
of-
good time.
of Switch. Let's
I
do it.
mean,
Yes, thank you.
I'm not done with the current state of the Switch, but I felt like it was a good time to talk about Metroid
yeah.
since you brought up
Yeah.
Metroid.
Fucking Prime, baby.
I love Samus as a character. She's dope. She was the original
Can they say
strong, independent female who don't need no help. She just shows up and kicks
Yeah.
alien ass.
it? Yeah, man.
And I'm excited for a newer generation game. I'm hoping it gets all the love that Breath of the Wild got.
Oh, as far as from Nintendo or
Yeah,
fr-
from
the crowd?
Nintendo,
Oh,
the
yeah.
work and
Yeah.
love that they put
Do
into
it right,
Breath of the
Nintendo.
Wild.
Do it right.
And then along with that, I'm so hyped for Breath of the Wild 2. When that trailer played last year, I did not see that coming at all.
I haven't seen the trailer.
You haven't seen the trailer?
No, I refuse.
Pause.
Isn't
You
it-
refuse?
I refuse.
Why?
Only because I don't like watching trailers for games that I really want to play, which means I certainly can't watch the sequel for a trailer. You know.
Did you watch the Breath of the Wild 1 trailer?
But I've been playing it. So I've got 5 hours of Breath of the Wild experience. So no hours essentially.
Yeah, that's like no
so,
time.
yeah. But I didn't watch anything, dude. I don't know how I do it, especially
Please
what I
finish
do all
that
day.
game.
I will like ninja people if they try to show me like check out this trailer. I'm like nope. Like Cyberpunk.
Bye.
Cyberpunk. I eventually gave in and watched like the 1 hour Let's Play. But
I
it
didn't-
was so painful to watch because I feel like it was ruining it for me.
I didn't care
kinda
about
weird like that.
I didn't care about Cyberpunk at all. And then it was like here's 45 minutes and I was like, okay, I'll pop it on for a second.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll probably watch the first 5 minutes. Then we're like
Oh, you watched
38
it all.
minutes into the
Yeah.
video and I'm like,
Yeah, you watched it.
I need
and it's
this.
like
Yeah.
Night City is a place and you will be able to explore and I'm like, when?
Yeah, no, Cyberpunk is
Win. Money.
Yeah.
no, it's
They keep
like
throwing money at the screen but
gonna
nothing's
be the
happening.
best- I'm gonna tell you right now, Cyberpunk's gonna be one of the best games, maybe the best game of all time.
Is it on the Switch?
For me.
No.
Then let's
No
stop talking about it.
They
Yeah, you shut up,
did
Caleb.
mention a port.
Oh my god.
Man,
That's not happening.
well,
It's
no,
not
no, no,
gonna
no,
happen.
no. It's Project Red,
They put The Witcher on
vis-a-vis The Witcher,
Yeah, The Witcher was
a
what
9-year-old game.
10 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they can do some
amazing as
they
it is.
can
On
do
the
some
Switch
black
Pro.
magic wizardry
The Switch
to put
2.
things like
The Switch U.
Yeah.
Oh no, shut the hell up. That's
Okay, hey, so that was one of my one of the talking points was so with the next gen coming out in like 11 months, what is Nintendo gonna do?
Wait 2 more years.
Man, I don't know. Like
that-
I
is
think
that what
I
you're-
think yeah, they're definitely gonna wait a couple more years.
Basically, do what they did with the Wii U and the Switch with the
Yeah.
whole
So-
generation. To say
yeah.
fuck the whole generation. We have our own separate generation
yeah.
timeline. Yeah.
I wrote it down here. I did not realize that the Switch was only 3 years ago. I thought it was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Only 3
I
years
thought it was
ago?
16.
Almost
not
3
even
years.
3.
It's 3 years
It's not
next
3 years till March.
till March. So by the time I get this edited and uploaded, it'll be the
It'll
3-year
be 3
anniversary.
years.
Really?
So
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
it?
Yep.
they quietly, very quietly updated the Switch last August.
Yes.
They didn't make a big deal or say much about it.
Change the box and then
they
something
changed the
else.
box.
What do
You
they
want the
change?
red box if you're buying a Switch and you haven't yet. You want the red box, not the white box.
Yes.
Why?
You don't know?
No, I know.
Okay.
The if you forget the
it
color,
battery?
the system looks its stance is much different on the new system setup. It's not much different. It's kind of different, but it looks different. Do not get the old model unless you're buying it used and cheap. Be careful. Some retail places, I won't say their names, have been quietly pushing the old models, the new old stock, and that was kind of a big issue when it came out.
Yeah.
Wait,
The
what?
holidays.
So
for
what
the
is
same price as the new one.
If you want to check the serial number, the difference is it's like -001 after the normal. Not the serial number, the model number.
Yeah,
It's like -001.
That's the old model.
That's the old model.
The new model is like negative. So the old model is hack 001. The new model. Hey, is that Scott?
yeah.
Hey, Scott. All the crews showing up, so I'm gonna ask someone way more in tune. Hey, Scott, what's the new model number for the Switch? This guy goes, oh fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's got parentheses minus. So it's very different. And guys, it's super important. The new battery, you take it
it's
away,
like an
Derek.
extra
Yep.
3 hours.
Yep.
Because
It's like double.
Yeah, he's checking on a box right now.
Okay, cool.
Really?
But yeah,
It's not even close.
The original Switch battery life is like 2 to 3 hours depending on what game you're playing. Breath of the Wild,
yeah.
you're probably getting 2.5 hours. This new one is like 5 to 7 hours.
Yep.
It's like double 2.5 times the battery life. I want one. I'm not going to sell this to get one though.
Right. And
because I play docked. I play docked 99% of the time.
you'll be fine.
That means I should probably get a new one.
Maybe it might be worth it for you. That's up to you.
A lot of people, when that came out, they were trading these in for the new model. They said, I play in handheld almost exclusively. I'll take the extra 3 to 5 to 6 hours, depending on the game that you're playing.
Well, speaking of that, this might be for someone who's more like Caleb, where you're going to play always handheld. They have the Switch Lite as well that came out July of last year.
Yep.
That I think has battery. I think it's a little better than the original, but not quite up to par of the newest updated one.
It's pretty good because it's missing some of the HDMI. There's parts of it that don't exist anymore.
Okay, so it doesn't
it's
need battery
decent,
then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's smaller, so the battery, I believe, don't quote me, I'm not the tech guy here. The battery I think is a bit smaller, but the trade-off's at least better than the old Switch. Not as good as the new Switch model. And the Joy-Con problem is still on the Switch Lite.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention that earlier.
That? Yeah.
So
it's a
when the
big
Switch
deal.
first came out, as much as I love the Switch, they had 2 big problems. Some of them came out of the factory bent. So this console right here was curved like this.
Warped.
It was warped. Mine had the factory warp.
Oh,
and
geez.
then the left Joy-Con, not this one, but the first run of the Switch, the left Joy-Con, for some odd reason, I've opened up Switch Joy-Cons. For some odd reason, the right Joy-Con has an antenna wrapped around the circuit board inside of it, but the left one does not have that, which is odd because the right one is the one with the IR camera and has a bunch of other features that the left one doesn't. But for some odd reason, they didn't put the big-ass antenna in the left Joy-Con.
Is that why I had connection issues?
Yeah, that's why it's had connection issues. So for me, when I'm playing docked, I don't play a Pro Controller. I don't play a Joy-Con grip. I play like this.
Yeah.
I play one in each hand.
Yeah, that's great.
So I'd be sitting back on the couch and I'd have my knees up to my chest. But if my left Joy-Con was behind my knee or behind anything, really, behind a couch, if we were playing party games and I was sitting in a chair behind the couch, it wouldn't pick up the signal because there was no antenna in the left ones. So, I mean, this being said, Nintendo's customer service is fantastic. I sent my original Switch off. I sent my original Joy-Con into Nintendo, and they sent me brand new ones. And I haven't had an issue since. So, I mean, that was definitely an issue when it came out. And the Joy-Con issue, like my brother still has an original Joy-Con. He just never got fixed.
I'm going to go in deeper on what he's... So... Deeper. I'm going to mess this all up. I'm on manual focus, so bear with me here, guys. Okay, just real fast. If you look at the red one, it's got a metal piece right here. It's very hard to see. That's metal. Josh, you didn't do the other one. This one's plastic.
No, I only had one that was broken.
Okay, so there's a really, really consistently good fix that we actually do here at the shop. It's a little metal piece. It helps keep those locked in, essentially. That doesn't help. It fixes the problem.
The problem he's referring to...
Try that out.
The problem he's referring to is that the Joy-Cons
jiggle?
not the
No,
jiggle.
the
they
slide.
Would slip out.
They would legit slip out.
I've never had that.
Yeah, it's like,
So-
since we're talking about issues with the system, like hardware issues.
See how this clip part right here?
Yeah, I see the little
Plastic?
clip. Yeah.
This other one, it's metal. I took
The aftermarket one's metal.
Yeah, I replaced
Oh, you
it myself.
replaced it.
Because
Yeah.
very easily that plastic bit could get a little
A
Yeah,
lot.
see,
Just
like I
one
said,
down.
I play docked. Almost always have these in my hands. So I'm not really
it
ever
wouldn't-
playing it like
wouldn't
this.
cause wobble. It would cause them to not lock in.
Yeah, so
Right,
see-
they would just
see this
slip
right
out.
here?
Yeah.
Basically, it saves you having to push that button when they
Yeah.
wear down. You just get to pull them right
You
off.
just gotta pull them right out.
And doesn't seem like a big deal. I can tell you firsthand multiple times. My son, when he got his first Switch, he's taking them off and on all the time. Wore them down overnight.
Yeah.
Holding the Switch, he's got little kid fingers, hands. That mofo slipped right out his hands multiple times. Luckily, we got carpet in the house, but
Whack.
he would hold it. It would, because these go up this way.
Right.
So the natural
Okay.
exit point's down. He would hold them, and he'd get excited, and his face goes white. He's not white.
Yeah.
His face goes
son
white.
is not white.
So I'm like, dude, it's cool. This is Nintendo's problem. We'll
Yeah.
go talk to him tomorrow, son. I'll get this figured out.
Where is Nintendo?
Yeah, I mean,
Where do
it's
they
not-
live?
It's first of all, it's like as we've been saying, it's a very ambitious. It was a very ambitious console when it came out.
I
so-
give them a lot more leeway than I do Sony and Microsoft. So let's put it that way.
Yeah.
With hardware, because Sony and Microsoft have done the same thing 3
Forever.
times in a row.
Forever.
4 for Sony, 3 for Microsoft. They're just putting more hardware in. They're not innovating. At least
Nintendo
hardware-wise.
is the industry innovator.
Oh no, that's
Have been for a long time.
that's not even. Is that even an argument? That
No.
yeah, no.
If you're gonna try to argue with that with me, I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah,
Is that even an argument?
it's
Joystick on the Nintendo 64 controller before the PlayStation.
Right.
The PlayStation copied that. They may have released their controller before Nintendo, but Nintendo unveiled their controller, and then Sony goes, "Oh, that's a good idea."
Yeah, that's-
Motion controls with the Wii. Everyone else copied them
yep, and failed.
and failed.
Failed
badly.
PlayStation Move was a disaster of a joke.
And Connect. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was.
Kinects are just repurposed for like computer science.
Oh yeah, those are
labs.
very awesome hardware.
Yeah.
pieces.
They're very cool,
They're
but
good for everything
it didn't work
outside
with
of
the
game.
game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when things and these are pretty big issues that I have with them, especially because it's a daily thing where we have to, replace things for customers or do repairs.
Yeah, it's different when
it's
you
there.
work and run a store.
Yeah,
Because you see so many like
dude.
when not only you're
Hundreds of bad Joy-Cons. Sony's got issues too. Microsoft, they're pretty good. Joy-Cons by far the worst of this generation for controllers, and they're expensive.
yeah.
Joy-Cons are very expensive.
$80,
And
I
I
feel
hear
like an
the-
asshole every time I sell them. I'm like,
And I haven't
that's the markup.
I haven't experienced this either, but I hear that they have a lot of stick drift after a while.
That's what's happening.
Horrific.
That's how both my
Horrific stick
Joy-Cons
drift.
are
Yep.
messing up. This one right now, it just goes down.
Yep.
I don't have any stick drift, but like I said, I haven't
Count
been.
your lucky charms.
I'm pretty light on things.
I didn't.
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
surprised.
I mean, I've had the red one at the very least since release day because I had my blue one replaced, and then I bought a green one and a yellow one. So I have a red right, a blue left, a green left, and a yellow right. But this red one's been since day one,
Okay.
and I haven't had any issues with it at all.
Okay.
So,
Now,
I mean,
the left one tends to get more play depending on the games, but this is your look. This is your character maneuver.
yeah.
Most games are going to wear that left one out a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Unless you like camera control like Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. I'm
Oh
sure
my God!
is the
Motion
right stick.
controls with Breath of the Wild, shooting an arrow like this and aiming like this
Kinda
is
ridiculous.
amazing.
Oh, does it feel good?
Oh, it's fucking
Okay.
awesome.
See, Odyssey was one of the first games I played on the Wii. Not Odyssey, Jesus.
I was going to talk about that when you were talking about the Switch.
What's the two? Galaxy.
Oh, Galaxy was so good.
How clever. Odyssey, Galaxy, how clever. Because you go
Yeah.
like on
Yeah, they're both
Odyssey,
words.
Damn! Ah! Man down. Good thing I'm the
they're
editor.
both words.
I have power. I'm going to edit.
You
Put a
just
black
you
box
just
over this
They're
side of
both
the screen.
good ideas. Like
The
just-
Odyssey, the movie.
Yeah. Homer's Odyssey. Homer's Galaxy.
Anyways, I did not like the motion controls in Galaxy at first because it was like, but then eventually I was like, this is pretty cool. This is a lot more work than I was planning on doing in a game, but it's pretty dang fun. And I'm looking forward to doing the Breath of the Wild.
I mean, when
the
you're
proper
riding a
way.
horse through a field and you drive past a guardian, you're like, I gotta shoot this bitch in the eye, and
Yeah.
you hit right trigger, and he pulls out his bow, and then you just swing your arm and you let go,
That's
and
pretty cool.
you fire. That's dope.
I've actually never
Very
used
cool.
those controls for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I've
I
only-
love
yeah.
that.
I'm a little bit lazy about motion controls on the Switch, anyways. But
I don't
arms,
even-
all
Speaking of motion controls, one of the indie games, this just crossed my mind again. One of
Yeah,
the indie games that's on there that uses motion controls, fantastic. Surgeon Simulator. If you've seen videos of that, there's Surgeon Simulator on the Switch.
Well, the motion controls are good. I mean, are they
News on the
good?
PS4.
Or are they?
Surgeon Simulator is kind of a trash game. You don't play it because
Yeah.
it's a great game.
So it's not good for practicing.
No,
real
I would,
surgery?
I would just practice on the real
Okay.
people like you normally do.
Okay,
But I mean, that's a game you just want to meme at and laugh at. But
Yep.
it's hilarious. The motion controls work fine. It's no
Yeah.
it's no worse than trying to do it with a mouse on a PC. I would say it's better than that.
It's just.
Sorry, a little bit of a tangent there.
It's just.
okay. Speculation time. When's the Switch Pro coming out? Is the Switch Pro coming out? Go, Derek.
I mean, he said 2 years.
Yeah.
He says 2
Yeah.
years from now. I
What are you
think that's a
thinking?
good guess. 5 years into the life cycle. They updated it for now, so I
Guess.
don't think they're gonna do anything soon because they just updated the battery, like I said, in August.
Right. And the Switch Lite. That's
And the Switch Lite.
Well, they're going to come out with
a few different
They're going to
markets.
come out with a Switch Mini next year.
Are they?
Are they?
No,
is
I'm
that
shit.
rumors?
I'm just making.
I did not
it
get that
sa-
email.
It
I don't
sounds
think you can get any
legit though.
smaller.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so when we say Pro, are you guys thinking more a new chipset for horsepower or basically another Switch console generation? Because now
Is it the PS4 Pro or the PS5?
Well, no.
No, that's what
no.
you're. Yeah.
No, I'm bringing this up basically. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So like the Xbox One X series,
Yeah.
it's like still keeping the same branding.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna try to keep the Switch brand, or a whole new system but keeping the same kind of?
I just think this is so appealing.
Right.
This whole model, and I
I'm
don't know.
convinced that this is their future.
I don't-
long term.
I don't-
Honestly, I don't know what else they do
Right.
with this. Like,
More horsepower.
right? That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I don't know that they need to change anything besides just make it better.
I think it's
Right,
gonna be the
right.
like a DS line again because they were like the DS and then the DSi and then the 3DS.
Yeah, that was like a
Yeah.
10-year line.
Yeah.
12-year span.
If you start at the original DS with the gray one to like the
Yeah.
most recent DS that was like the
Hi, Scott. Hey, say hi to the camera. This
Scott.
is our boy, Scott.
Hi.
Don't touch the camera, though. It's right there.
Just say hi to it.
put your face
Put
real-
your face in the camera.
real close
Put your
to it.
face in the camera, Scott.
Down,
Put
down.
it down. And
Yeah.
get in. It's
yeah.
not gonna. There's Scott.
There you go. Hi,
Hello,
Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Thanks, Scott. I'm gonna keep the door open because I got to move the light.
And that's
So
gonna.
if customers come in, we'll just wave to them and
Keep talking.
What's going on here? Recording. Leave.
Bye.
we're open.
Um,
We've
Buy your
been-
shit and
We've
get
been
out.
going for an hour on this.
And
hour
I'm
and
not
4
done.
minutes.
Are you done?
I'm
Yeah.
not even. Dude,
I'm about
I'm
halfway done.
Just
I
getting
gotta pee
started,
again.
baby.
I got
Um,
some things we haven't even talked about. yet.
Derek, dude.
Wait.
lead the charge.
Where do you think the Switch lies in best-selling Nintendo? Like all of Nintendo's consoles from the NES to now.
Yeah.
Where do you think it lies?
It is going to destroy every single. Yes, including the Wii. It's going to destroy.
You think it's going to destroy the Wii?
Now, if I can cheat and include Light
And whatever
and-
comes
and-
after.
and whatever comes after, as long as it's not a new generation, if it's like
Right.
the PS4 Pro of this, if I can include those numbers, I'm going to comfortably bet on this being the best-selling
Because
console ever.
I'm assuming the Wii numbers are also including the Wii Lite that they made that didn't have the GameCube.
The Wii Mini?
yeah,
compatibility.
The Wii Mini. Yep.
The Wii Mini, whatever the hell they called it.
Yep.
But
That's a great question. I am so convinced.
I looked
that
this
it's
up
gonna-
last night because I was just curious. It is third in their consoles of all time. The Super
Right.
Nintendo sold 62 million, and the Wii sold 101.5 million units.
I thought it was like 130 million, or was that PlayStation 1?
I think that might be the PlayStation.
Okay.
but
PS1's
how many-
the best-selling console.
this is what I looked up last night. I think this is as of September or December of 2019.
Right,
This is
right.
like recent numbers, but not today numbers.
Yeah.
But the Switch was at 52.5 million.
That's pretty
So
recent. I think they.
I think it's definitely
I think it's a
going to pass the Super
how many?
Nintendo.
How many was?
oh
how
yeah.
Many, how many was the Wii U?
Oh,
10 million?
that was I think the Wii U
I think
was
it's under
12.
10 million.
I think it was
really?
12 or 13
yeah,
million.
No, it was 10. Yeah, 12 million.
Oof.
It's the worst-selling console besides the Virtual Boy for
Oh.
Nintendo.
Which belongs in a trash can.
Yeah, and that's the sad part is the Wii U. Like we said, it's got some damn good games on it. It's got some cool hardware.
Like, and the Virtual Boy is memed so hard that it just seems
Yeah.
like a trash. But if you hold it and you get like a one that's
it's
like
got Nintendo feel.
yeah, you put your eyes into it and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
this is trash, but it's
Yeah.
Nintendo
And 30
trash.
seconds later, your eyes are bleeding. But
That'll happen regardless.
I mentioned it earlier. The top 6 selling games. Just I think this is interesting to look at. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which, like I said, is a remake from the Wii U game.
Right.
Smash Brothers is second at almost 18 million.
How much was Mario Kart? Sorry.
Mario Kart was 23 million.
That
Sorry,
is
no,
spicy meatball numbers.
yeah, it beat everything by
Dude,
about 5
That
million.
means
That's like
half of every.
killing Call of Duty numbers.
Yeah.
Call of Duty's the don't quote me, but I'm pretty damn sure it's the best-selling franchise in gaming
Whoa.
by a huge margin. That is beating, I think, most Call of Duty games, if not all Call of Duty games.
Dude, Mario Kart is for everyone.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah.
Especially this one, it has auto acceleration and like assisted steering,
It's
so you
got
can give it to your
bumper-
3-year-old
bumper
cousin
support.
and just have him hold it
Yep.
and do this, and he's gonna have fun.
My sister got good at Mario Kart 8 and started beating me in it. And it was really like,
Uh-oh.
oh my god.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
I know. It's
Second is Smash at 17.7 million. Mario Odyssey is third at 16.6 million. A game I enjoyed but didn't feel I needed to hold on to. Breath of the Wild is at 16.3. Sword and Shield, I don't know if this is combined. I would assume it is.
Yeah.
16 million.
Definitely.
And then Let's Go Eevee Pikachu was at 11.7 million. And those are the top 6 games.
Incredible.
Like we said, indie games are so big. I play, like I said, party console. I have 30 hours in just the Jackbox Party Pack games with my friends.
Yeah.
But on
Rookie
this
numbers.
list, I kind of wanted to talk about Sword and Shield a little bit, just because I'm a
Dig in.
big Pokemon fanatic.
Dig in,
It
baby
sucks.
cakes.
I think it sucks.
Oh,
I really like
shit.
the new Pokemon in the new region, but the gameplay is uninteresting
Man.
to me. The story is boring. I've heard there's no post-game content, but I can't even be bothered to beat it right now. I'm at post 6 gym, which makes me sad because I played every Pokemon game.
And
Even
so
that was
you're,
my
you're
short
not
piece.
clearly not a Pokemon hater.
No.
Obviously,
I love
you
Pokemon.
love Pokemon,
Yeah.
so it's even more painful.
It was
For-
kind of
for you, I'd
painful.
imagine,
Like I said,
so.
all the Pokemon are really cool. All the new ones, they're pretty neat.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, it's go here, do this. Go here, do this. Go do here, do this. With no like,
Missing some soul to it, huh?
yeah, missing some soul. I would
Yeah.
say
It
that.
seems uninspired. I haven't played it at all,
Yeah.
but
I
I've not even touched it. But just from
half
like
an hour with my kid, I think.
from what everyone said and cursory like glances at it, it just seems kind of like a Pokemon. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came back into Pokemon in college. Played the X and Y and Ruby Sapphire on the 3DS, and Ruby Sapphire, the remake, had so much soul in it.
Yeah.
That was
Very
such
cool.
a good game.
I only played that for like an hour or two, but it did feel good.
But
Yeah, it's pretty mixed. Well, no, I'm not gonna. It's mostly positive reviews, like just here locally from people chatting in the shop. But the people that don't like it, that have your flavor going, they're serious about not liking it. There's
I know what
not
it could
much in
be.
between. Yeah, and
If-
that's pretty common sentiment. It's like
And
almost. What are you guys doing?
for those of you who don't know, the Pokemon Company is partially owned by Game Freak, who invented Pokemon,
Yeah,
and Nintendo.
yeah.
So they both co-own Pokemon, so Nintendo doesn't get to say everything that happens with Pokemon like they do with Breath of the Wild, or with Link and Mario and Samus.
Yeah,
and
it's a
if-
first third-party game, or whatever they call that.
it's like
Yeah.
a half-owned.
I think
Yeah.
it's second party.
Is that what it's called,
think-
second
yeah.
party?
I
That
think
makes
like
more
Rare
sense.
used to be a second party developer.
Yeah, like Halo's a first third-party game
Yeah.
or franchise. Like for Microsoft, it's like someone else is always doing it, but Microsoft kind of owns the company. Like Bungie is like, no,
Bungie would be like a
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think to be a second party developer, you have to be exclusively owned by a company and only develop for them.
Okay.
So like if Bungie
So
only
Naughty Dog.
developed, yeah,
Because
yeah,
Game
but Naughty
Freak
Dog would be
does make
second.
other games.
Well,
and is
not
making
even
other
'cause-
games that are not Pokemon.
Oh no, Naughty Dog did something else. No, you're thinking of Insomniac.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Wow, that
They're-
was impressive.
Yeah, it's the same company. Remember we had this conversation.
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same company. They just have two logos and two names.
Yeah.
It's the same exact company.
It is.
You can tell
It
by
isn't the
games.
same company.
No,
Yeah.
But
very much
sorry,
not the same company.
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry.
that's all right.
We vibed for a second.
I felt
You guys,
Go ahead.
do you want me to leave the room?
No, we like people
we,
watching.
we mind melded and
Yeah.
stuff got serious.
But yeah, if Nintendo would just be like, listen, Game Freak, you need to work a little harder, you assholes.
Brought him in like a
Yeah.
child. Like, come here.
There was so much like misleading information and I think blatant lying on Game Freak's part about
Mhm.
the limitation of Sword and Shield on Switch.
Yeah,
that's my little
I
Sword
did
and
catch
Shield.
some of that. Like they try to pawn off the graphics as a hardware limitation and not like we're lazy limitation. Now, dude, guys, I'm totally from third party perspective. I'm indifferent about Pokemon and I haven't really played it. So I heard it was like we couldn't do the graphics to this level because of the hardware, but then maybe it wasn't that.
I
Maybe they
understand how
rehashed.
programming, there were
Right.
802 Pokemon, I think, before Sword and Shield, so there's probably almost 1,000 at this point. I definitely understand how putting 1,000 individual characters with individual animations into a game would be
incredible undertaking.
bad, but Pokemon
Yeah.
is the biggest franchise in the world. It's bigger than Star Wars, it's bigger than Marvel, it's bigger than everything.
So
They
you're
have
saying
money.
You're saying make it work.
I'm saying hire some fucking people
Yeah,
and
right,
work
right.
on it.
Yep, we've given you a few billion. We've given you a few billion
Right.
dollars. Let's see a few billion dollar
enjoy
company.
this passion.
I mean,
Yeah.
I freaking, look what they did with Breath of the Wild. It took them like,
8 years.
It took
what,
a
it was
second.
supposed to come out in what, 14 or 15?
Dude, it was a mid Wii U cycle planned game. So
Yeah,
like
right.
in the
and they
middle
put it
of
off
the Wii
like
U cycle.
2 or 3 more
Yep.
years.
Didn't they announce
And it
it
was
before
fantastic.
the Wii U was even?
Yeah,
like,
it was supposed to be
announced?
like launch-y, but then they're like midterm-y.
Yeah.
And then they're like definitely on a new console that we haven't told you the name about yet, probably now. But the horse physics, dog.
Bro.
Ooh, the horse physics.
I remember that 2014 Breath of the Wild trailer. You think it's a still image, and then Link starts running and a Guardian's chasing him. You're like, what is this? This looks
beautiful
fantastic.
game. Oh, man.
You can cut out like most of that Pokemon rant. That's more of a
You got pretty heated. I was
that's more of a Game Freak rant, not necessarily a Nintendo Switch thing.
That's very
but
fair.
as far as Sword and Shield on the Switch goes,
Hey, it was on
the
the Switch.
performance is lacking.
yeah.
Fair enough.
And-
Whether it be the Switch's fault or Game Freak's fault, it's still on the Switch.
Right. It's on the Switch. The
Oh,
frame
shoot.
rates lack
What?
sometimes,
They
and
turn on
it's
the AC. That's going to F with the noise.
it'll be fine.
Hey, Scott. Hey, Scott. Can you turn off that AC?
Lisa. No.
I don't know. Can you hear that on your mic? There's no way you're hearing that on this mic. The AC.
Is that what that means?
This is super, super, super sensitive.
Okay.
But a
Like-
shotgun.
It is shotgun. I'm telling you.
Sure.
It'll
Put a
show
gate
up.
on it.
Yeah.
Put a limiter. Put a compression.
Oh yeah. I'll try to cut the lows.
I never played Let's Go, but I heard people had fun with it.
Yeah.
I heard it
I
was
did
a-
play the my son guy. He's 5 at the time when it came out, and that
Oh, yeah.
was about his speed for a Pokemon game. He's like not quite ready for real Pokemon.
Back to Pokemon.
Yeah, shit, here we go. But yeah, it was fun. It's super, super simple,
I
but
have to
really, really fun.
interject.
Yeah.
I have a very small bladder, and I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to leave again.
You got it.
Keep
Okay.
going.
Good.
We'll keep going.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're gonna talk about you again like we did last time.
The-
fine. I was gonna try
you're
this
brave.
way now.
Yeah,
I
go
will
ahead.
say-
Josh is gonna, that's
The fact that you can see Pokemon running around in the grass and actually run into them or avoid them altogether,
That sounds great.
or you see the Pokemon and an exclamation point pops up above their head like Metal Gear Solid style, and then they just fucking chase you,
oh yeah, dude.
which is the funniest fucking thing.
Hurry up, Josh.
A Snorlax like gets up off his fat ass like, God damn it! I hate you. And then he like stands up and he's like, I'm gonna get you.
Yep.
It's fucking hilarious. I will say that. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah. Got some charm to it. What else you got? Let's talk about something super important to leave Josh out of it. I'm kidding.
The last thing I wrote down was my most played games.
Fair enough. Let me
Which-
see. Let me see what I got. We might be wrapping this up here pretty quick, but
Right.
let's scrape the barrel just to see.
Breath of the Wild by far.
Insane portability. Local multiplayer is one of its bigger selling points. Obviously, it's if you own a Xbox One, PS4, or PC, you're not gonna have a good time with local multiplayer.
Nothing
outside
drives
of-
me more crazy than the fact that I cannot play LAN parties anymore. They don't want you to do it.
Yeah, they're assholes. Most of these companies are super assholes about it. Why
tried-
is she calling me?
You know, after I got out of the 360 ecosystem, I was like, oh, we all have Xbox Ones. I can just get the Master Chief Collection and we can
Right.
do LAN parties. No, you can't.
Right. The now I think they've it's like a pseudo LAN. Like you've got to log into their servers, but
Yep.
they'll give you host, but you still got to be on their servers.
It's weird, and then you're like limited to amount of
Yeah.
players depending on which game you're playing.
Right.
It's like
Call of Duty. To their defense, the new one does have. I think it's got a legit LAN setup, like offline LAN. Maybe it's Black Ops 4. I can't remember. But anyways, you've got way more flexibility. How'd that work out? Everything good?
It's like, man, I just
Levon, what's up, brother? It's so much easier to plan a gaming night around a Switch is kind of what I'm getting at. It's
Right.
like
Oh, yeah.
all the games there's so much more multiplayer, potential. It's just not even close. I mean,
this Saturday at my apartment, we're
Yeah.
getting a bunch of people together, and we're playing Jackbox Party Pack.
oh man,
All of them that are on the Switch. I'll probably buy the new one
yeah.
because we haven't played it in a while, but we're going to do that. We're going to play Smash Brothers, like 8-man Smash, and we're going to play Secret Hitler, which is not a Switch game, but is a board game. So what are you guys doing Saturday?
turns out.
Can I come over?
Turns out I'm free.
I think
No, seriously, are you inviting me?
Yeah, come on.
I'm gonna go.
Dude,
I'm gonna go to this
the
party.
idea
I might
is
have
to
a
get as
gig.
many people as possible into my living room playing Jackbox Party Pack, because nothing is more fun
Okay.
than like 11 people.
I have not experienced Jack in the. You don't know Jack? Is that this is?
That's what the original game
Okay,
was.
but it's from that stem.
Mhm.
Okay, yep.
The
I
party
played
pack
something
has
a while
like
ago.
5 games in it.
yeah. And
But-
there are like 6 of them. 6
Dope.
party packs. with 5
Oh,
games.
there probably are now.
Yeah.
We had 3 and 4 and 2 on the Switch, I think.
Quiplash was my favorite.
Quiplash is the funniest
Oh my
thing. If
God,
you have never
it's
played
so
Quiplash with
good.
like 10 people, oh my
I'm missing
God.
out. Okay, I'm missing
Oh
out.
my, Caleb, you have to go.
I'm gonna go.
You have to go.
I
dude.
got to ask my boss. I've got one boss. She's got to say yes.
I'm almost tempted to cancel a gig that I
Oh,
might
man.
have
to
to
come.
go.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do
it was.
I want to record it, but it's like probably going to be way too inappropriate.
Yeah, a lot of editing.
You can't. You can't.
Well, there's another site you can upload that to.
What's?
No, you know.
Yeah.
No, say it.
Pornhub.
Yeah, they don't care.
I was like, okay.
You can upload.
You can
video
upload
game?
anything to Pornhub.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's YouTube, but better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch.
There's
Gamers HQ is going exclusive.
You should definitely get a Pornhub account because your colors are the same.
I was
going
gonna
to be great.
say.
Yeah, I know.
You're
they're
halfway
the same.
there.
They're very similar. Very much the same.
Just make the Pornhub
was
community
first.
logo. Pornhub community
in my head,
logo.
I had Gamers HQ planned out in like high school, like back in 1973.
Someday I'm gonna own a.
How old is Pornhub?
I'm gonna sell video.
Beginning of time. Okay.
That makes sense. That's the whole thing that they're doing was they started at the beginning. That's how we got here.
There's a user on there. There's a channel on there called Lego Hub, and it's just a guy building Legos.
Oh my God! Seriously.
Damn,
And one
that
of the
gives me
comments is
hope.
like, "What are you doing on here?" And he's like, "Just trying to make this platform a little bit more family friendly." It's like that's not what this is for.
Oh my God! I go to
Well-
Pornhub to watch Lego videos.
Dude, yeah, you are doing things wrong or very right in your life if that's how you can spend your free time.
I follow
Lego
like
time.
a couple people on YouTube and on Pornhub.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like
the same person?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like here they are. They do Let's Plays because they're like nerdy and like so.
Okay.
I'm like, oh cool. Here's her Abby. I know her name. Like doing
Whoa!
Let's
Let me
Plays.
get that last name.
Wow.
It's Abby and Courtney.
Abby and Courtney.
They're 2 girls. Yeah. And
Oh.
Two girls,
they-
one Lego.
no. And they upload like
One Switch,
nerdy
dude.
like they
Two
were
girls, one Switch.
Yeah, they might be
One
a video
thing we
they
didn't
have.
talk about, dude.
does
this
have
is-
multiplayer
This is a
built in.
controller right out of the box. Here you go. This is one controller. You hold it like this. Your
Go.
triggers are on the
Oh,
top.
that is we need
Yeah, we didn't even
Oh
talk
my
about
this
god!
that.
thing?
It just keeps going.
This is a controller.
like
Look at this.
it's not great. It's not good.
It's not good. Well, it's got the thing.
I've never dropped mine.
I got it on manual zoom.
It's real. Yeah, Nelson.
Yeah, the Nelson thing.
Guys, I've never had problems with my right Joy-Con.
He's
Immediately,
never
I've never dropped my
dropped it.
Switch before. Throws Joy-Con on the ground. God damn it!
I'm gonna have a blast editing that.
I've sold.
I'm gonna rock you out on
when I
that.
worked here, I sold Switches.
Caleb, you sell Joy-Cons here, right? I might need a new pair after that.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, we've got them in stock.
I
Bye, Levon.
legitimately sold Switches to like
Oh, okay.
kids or like parents because I was like, no, come here. And like I'd be like, here's my Switch, and I pull these out and put it on the table.
Yep.
And I'm like, here, and they're like, what? And then immediately we're playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, built in. Yeah, local
And like,
multiplayer.
yeah.
Out
And,
of the box.
And their parents
Clearly
are
the
like,
center point of this console.
5 minutes ago you weren't doing anything, and now you're playing Mario
Oh,
Kart.
deep into it, yep.
Yeah, and we're like,
Yep.
and we're just playing, and they're like, we got what?
Just like the commercials.
It's beautiful,
Dude, it's like one of the best things. My son when he goes over to his cousin's house, he's like the dude there because he brings a Switch. And
He's
he's got
the
a couple.
man.
He's got the Joy-Cons and he's got a couple cousins. They're just huddled up
It's-
doing their thing, and it's so incredible for how easy it is to do that, man.
It's
You're bringing the party with you anywhere you go.
Yo,
I mean,
one thing about these Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
I went over to someone's house recently, and then we got kind of like close or whatever.
right.
So like Joy-Con controllers, normally it's hard to like be with someone on the couch or like all close, but with the Joy-Cons, I was like this playing a game, and
Get
it
up,
was, yeah,
get up in their business,
it was,
man.
It was so good. Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
okay, we're like
dude, I've
cuddling
never-
and playing games, and like here's this, and my other arm's over here around her.
Oh,
and,
Oh
like,
my
Damn.
God, cuddling
Yeah,
and playing
and
the
then-
Switch? That
and
sounds
they're-
dope.
oh,
Damn,
yeah.
I wouldn't. And my spouse doesn't care for games too much. She played Mario Party, but I don't get to cuddle when I'm gaming.
Okay, another one. Mario Party. What the fuck, Nintendo?
No,
Oh,
don't you dare!
No, they ruined it.
They ruined it. It was
They ruined
good.
the potential.
There were 4 maps, and they were tiny.
Yeah.
The game was solid, but there were 4 maps, and they were tiny.
It was a better.
Remember how we talked about arms being really deep? Not
Yeah,
Mario Party.
no.
That was shallow as hell.
Okay,
Yeah.
point for that side of the table.
Super Mario Party 2 could come out and change not a lot and be so much better. But it's better. It was better than 10 and 11 or 9 and 10.
Oh,
It's better
yeah.
than 9 and
the
10.
failures, the
Like,
universally.
Yeah, those were awful.
Especially 10. 9, okay. That was the quick descent into the 10
But like
territory.
you can play 7 and 8 and still have a better
it's-
time. It feels like Nintendo's in general is scared to have anyone lose.
Yeah.
Now, I do have hundreds of hours on Super Mario Party.
Yeah.
So I've got that going.
got
The newest
35.
one? I have 10 hours.
Yeah, dude, my son loves that game. And now, from my perspective, we do mostly just the mini game. You can play just the mini games. So
Right.
strictly mini games, it's incredible. There's a crap ton of mini games. They're super fun. They're super varied. Yeah, the map selection's pretty weak. The Mario Party part of it's just okay. It's not terrible, but I'm telling you, that's a fun game as a whole.
Yeah,
For me,
I would
It's
like
fun.
if I didn't
coming off a 10.
I sold it because I needed money. I would still
Sure,
have
sure.
it in my collection if I didn't.
So it's a keeper.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
were just
I
you
bought
guys
it
were saying
digitally,
it's-
so I'm stuck.
you're,
Yeah,
you're saying it's not on the same level as what you were expecting it to be. So not
Right.
terrible, but like they're a few notches off of what it should have been.
I would still if I would still go to a party or a house or with someone and happily play Super Mario Party. I'd be pretty happy
Oh, yeah.
playing. I would have a good time.
Yeah.
If they also had an N64 set up with Mario Party 2, I'd
Right.
pick that over Super Mario Party.
Sure.
I just go blind.
Like, what? Just
Trying to read anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
I-
420p.
Yeah.
That was
Nintendo's
that was one of
64.
this is here's a beautiful nostalgic Nintendo story. I had a friend, Mickey and Jesse,
Of course.
and I would staying at their house until like midnight, and then they would go to bed, and then me and Ariel, I think the youngest sister,
Yeah,
would
yeah.
go back to my house and play Mario Party, and we did it every night for like the entire summer.
That's
And
cool,
it was
man.
Mario Party 2 every time.
That's good memories.
And she was always like, after like 2 weeks of it, it was like, you want to do the haunted board again? It was like, no, last time I got screwed on the haunted board. We're going to do the space board. It's like, space board's supposed to be really hard. Let's try this one. We only did it once. Why do we only do it once? Right, it sucks. So the next night we're like, let's do space board again. And
Man,
then
old
we
school
had,
Mario Party is
like,
spectacular.
oh,
Go over
man,
to my neighbor's
Hexagon
house and
Heat.
play it.
Right? Everyone's got Mario Party stories, man.
And every time,
It's
like, it would
so
come up in the
widespread.
roulette wheel, it would be like, or it'd be like, or we'd
yeah.
like scream.
Yeah, look, when you put Super Mario Party up against its older brethren, it definitely doesn't shine as bright. Okay, yeah.
It's all right.
I'm going to give it
Yeah.
8 out of 10. The other ones are like 9.8 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
Like the old from 1 to 7.
Yeah, probably.
There's some,
Even
what's the
8
mic
is-
one? What's
That's like I think
6?
7, 6 and 7.
one almost you
think
had to
so.
have the mic for some of the mini games. That one pissed
Yeah.
me off because they tried to force that, but the game was good.
I think
8 was good. That was a good Mario Party game, but it was like
They
when
did-
things weakened out a bit.
they did like different styles of like in Mario Party 8
Mm-hmm.
was one of the boards you invested coins into different like hotels and then how much money you invested in different hotels. So the hotel had like 150 coins in it altogether.
Right.
So it was worth 3 stars. Okay.
Yeah, we got it. Let's wrap this up. How's
Yeah.
that look?
You want
Are
to
we
close
still
on
focused?
what are
Yeah.
your 3 favorite Switch games?
Oh shit.
Ooh, in anything, does it have to be exclusive to the Switch?
It doesn't have to be exclusive.
Okay.
Just any game you play on the Switch.
Easily Dead Cells. God, am I gonna say ARMS?
Oh man, that's
Guys,
awesome.
I'm serious. I love ARMS.
It's a great game. It is.
You put me on the spot, so I'm gonna say ARMS. So I'm gonna say
Okay.
Dead Cells, ARMS. God, so cliche. I'm gonna say Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
just too good.
It is.
So that's me.
It's awesome.
No, yeah, it's the best Smash. Let's not.
Oh,
yeah.
God,
Not
yeah.
even close.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people-
You melee guys.
One thing I don't like
Don't
is
comment.
that Samus can't turn into Zero Suit like she could in Brawl.
You do.
I
or
loved swapping.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like you,
Oh, you're
not
used to
down with
fighting me with a power suit on? Now I'm very fast.
don't? Yeah.
it?
Ugh.
Now what? I'm blue.
How about you, Josh?
It's also tripping in that game. Smash Brothers,
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey, Celeste.
And Celeste is going to be on my top list because Josh, the other Josh, he says it's one of the most incredible experiences ever.
And Odyssey was good, but it wasn't like lasting for me.
It was the video game. I mean, you'll know because you climbed a mountain.
Yeah.
It feels like the video game equivalent of climbing a mountain.
Oh man.
Celeste.
Yeah, it was an ordeal, but in the not. It was so doable, but so like hard. It's the weirdest combination.
Sort of like a Dark Souls type of thing, but against. Okay.
It's
not even a little bit.
Yeah.
no. Platform
you.
puzzler.
Yeah, it was like it's like Super Meat Boy more.
I never played
Or
that.
N plus.
Yeah,
I'm going way back.
Plus.
Yeah, N
N
plus.
plus.
Super N plus, whatever
Oh.
they did it again, I think.
But yeah, it's the closest thing to like climbing a mountain. They also the main character has like mental illness and it was a really good.
That's cool.
It's a really good
Got some lore to it then, story wise. Yeah.
example of mental illness in like games, and there's like a mini game where you have to calm down from having a panic attack. Like, yeah,
Whoa,
yeah,
okay.
And it was like you have to like do something with it's like breathing exercises that you have to do.
I was gonna play it anyways, but now I really want to play it.
It's
after talking about it.
it's so, and after the, I don't want to give away spoilers.
No spoilers, guys. Don't worry.
There's a part near the end where like it's counting numbers up as you like conquer things, and it's just every time I was timing it, and there were screens, little chunks of the level. I would spend 30 to 45 minutes on one screen.
Whoa.
But like there was
so you went in pretty deep on it then.
Yeah, but it was like but there was no it felt so like I can't stop. I'm not allowed to stop. Like I'm
Super
climbing a
addictive,
mountain.
pulling you in deep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just like
Okay. Very cool. That's a good lineup.
It's probably one of my best games, favorite games
I mean,
of all time.
I'm
What's your
just
top
going to be
tier?
the basic boy. Mine
That's
is
okay.
Breath of the Wild, Super
Pokemon
Smash
Sword.
Brothers. Oh, not Pokemon Sword. Definitely not my top three. I don't really know what my third game would be.
What
Probably
were the first two?
Probably like a Jackbox or a Broforce. Honestly, Broforce is just such a solid game.
Yeah, we that game is worth us doing a overview of just that game alone. That shit was incredible.
Broforce is amazing.
Oh man.
My first two were Breath of the Wild and Super Smash Brothers.
Very fair.
Okay.
I've just Breath of the Wild, the music and lack of music, even just on its own, is
Just-
so pleasant when playing a game.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You hear wind
Okay.
and
It's so
Sounds.
the ambiance is
Right.
so
atmosphere.
it's
Perfect atmosphere.
it feels like most of the time when you think about games, like if you're in the world, you wouldn't really be hearing music.
Right.
But that game is like, if I was in the wild with Link, I'm pretty sure that music is there.
Yeah.
It's like bird chirping. It's like that music is just part of the world.
Real natural
Right.
sound.
You
Yeah.
hear the
Okay.
grass blow. You hear,
Yeah.
That's
when
dope.
your horse hits the
Okay.
the dirt.
I'm gonna play Breath of the Wild.
These games are just, they're
Gonna do
so,
it.
so
Gaming's dope.
ungodly good.
Yeah. Jesus, gaming is. If you don't game in your life, it's not even pity. Like I feel bad for people like, oh, I don't play games. I'm like, really?
You watch movies and shows, but you won't play games.
Yeah, you like music. You like
Yeah.
fun stuff, dude. It is the
Well-
epitome of all of those things combined.
Right.
It's like a movie. It's like music. It's like sports and shows and dude. Oh man,
Caleb, that's how I feel about Jesus Christ.
there you go.
Bye.
Are you into Jesus? You're not into Jesus?
Bye,
Well,
guys.
here. Do you have 5 minutes? Oh God,
No,
I gotta edit the
don't.
fuck out of this
I'm all
video
out of
now.
time. Weird.
I really wanted to
Whoa,
cut-
we really ran out of
I'm
time,
sorry.
Josh.
I really gotta go.
wanted
I
to
got
cut
lots of
right
appointments.
there. That's how I feel about Jesus Christ.
Man,
Cut.
Well,
we all go. Namaste.
Bye.
Okay, hey, yeah, guys. So that's our show, our episode. Comment down below what you thought, your insights. Give us your top 3 games. Right? Is that
Tell
fair?
me,
Yeah.
tell me I'm wrong. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Give me
oh,
your top
yeah.
3 games. I am curious
Yeah.
what you guys think.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
very cool insight. And plus, that's how you find new games. I've discovered doing this stuff, doing the comment thing. Put down your 3 games and maybe try to sneak one in that most people don't know about, or at least that aren't super exposed.
and what's your top 3 games and number 1 most underrated game?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So
Mr. Shifty is Hotline Miami with teleportation.
What?
okay, so right there,
It's dope.
I had no idea. I know what
never
Hotline
heard of
Miami
that.
is. Mr. Shifty.
Mr. Shifty, you're this dude with a hat and a trench coat,
That sounds so good.
and
That
you
just
fight your way up a
sounds so good.
skyscraper, and you can,
Mr. Shifty.
you're.
Oh man.
It's just like Hotline Miami. The rooms
Which
are full
was
of dudes,
awesome.
and
Is it
security systems and
top
guns.
down?
It's top down.
Oh my god.
That's
You use
perfect.
one stick to rotate around, and then your guy has like a superpower where he can blink sort of like Tracer from Overwatch.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you're like, dodge, punch.
Oh
So
man,
it's like you don't have guns,
Can I get a couple
but you can
more of
throw
those?
shit and
dude,
punch.
you're singing my song right now. That's awesome.
That
Put that
sounds so
somewhere.
good.
You know, that's a gem. That was also one of the games I had frame rate issues with, but that was like 2 years ago. So they
Yeah.
may have fixed that.
They may have.
Damn.
Good stuff. Anyways,
Thanks for having me.
guys. Derek, thank you so much, man. Josh, thank you so much.
Should die.
Vote down below
Thank
if
you,
we should
Caleb.
have them on next
Yeah,
time.
vote which one of us should die.
Yeah. Vote out of all three of us. It's one.
Guys, don't do this to
One
me.
of us. One of us has to die.
I
So
clearly
anyways,
will have.
no, but anyways, guys, this is a regular thing now, right?
I hope
I'm-
so. This
okay.
is the
See you
most
next
fun
week.
I've had all
See you
year.
next week. We'll see you guys next. I won't say a date because I don't want to have this.
Yeah,
edited.
I know.
We'll see you
Whenever
next-
this gets edited.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lip sync all the days. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Love you.
Peace.